Ladies and gentlemen, we are back
for the third time.
In
episode 4.
For episode 4. It's taking. This is actually we're not even. No, we're not joking here. This is the third attempt at us filming episode 4. Every time we have tried, the audio has decided that it didn't want to be mates with us.
It doesn't want to be friends with British people, pretty much.
Yeah, it's me specifically. It's me specifically. It doesn't like. I don't get it. If it happens again, I guess I'm off the podcast. Port can be the
What's up?
Yeah, Port can be the host.
Yeah, you went from wanting to fire me attempts to upgrade.
We are still hiring it.
We are, yeah.
We're a new podcaster.
Hey, don't worry.
Don't get it twisted, mate. Don't get it twisted.
Now,
before we jump in,
get it out.
We just want to say a big thank you to you guys because actually the podcast on Spotify after only 3 episodes has hit about 1,000 listens, which is pretty cool. So,
and a grieved thank you to the 12% of you who are American.
Not happy about that, are you?
We're going to get it down to maybe like 5% over time.
After this podcast.
We're going to increase our viewership, but ban it being put out in America. It's too entertaining, so we're not allowed to put it in America.
But, yes, thank you guys very much for that. We do, actually, we appreciate it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Please keep listening. Tell your friends, tell your family. Tell your dog. Don't tell your cat. We don't want feline listeners.
Anthills. That's a lot of views. If we got a termite mound worth of viewers, that's a lot of termites.
Fascinating structures, by the way, termite mounds.
Oh, I agree.
Completely off topic, but a very interesting.
I think we should build one.
Structure. Are you a termite? Are you?
No, human-sized, like an apartment block.
I think they're just called apartment blocks here.
Apartment blocks are human termite mounds.
There you go.
Bang! That's science.
There we go. We've sorted that one.
We've solved world
yes, thank you guys very much for the support on the podcast. It has been.
Oh,
it's been excellent. We appreciate it a lot. So please carry on. But how are you, mate? We filmed an episode yesterday, obviously, so it hasn't been that long since I've seen you. But how's the?
I think we're a bit. Well, we're not podcasted out, but we've been filming a lot of podcasts, which you won't ever get to see.
I think technically this is episode 7.
Yeah.
Now, but it's still episode 4.
So, let's inform you guys that we are actually going to Europe.
We are going to Europe.
In June of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to Berlin, so for the 3rd time, I shall inform you all that we're going to Berlin in June. And after a bit of kerfuffling around in Eastern Europe, we will end up close to the Nordic.
In that sort of region, yes.
I won't elaborate any further. I'm just going to tell you we'll be
Berlin,
close.
We've got Prague, we've got Warsaw, we've got Krakow. All of it. Well, not all of it. But plenty of it.
A lot of it.
And we're very excited for it. There's going to be some fabulous content to come out of there. The podcast will remain strong through there. It'll just come from a different city every week, which will be pretty cool. Speaking of podcasts, actually, after I believe episode 5, we're filming again tomorrow.
Yep, will be episode 5.
Yeah. So, and then after that, we're gonna have quite a few that will be over
multi-location.
Yeah, remotely. I am going on a bit of a solo mission. Porker might be coming. We don't know yet. We're heading up to Cairns, so up the east coast of Australia, and then kicking on even further from there into a little joint called Lockhart River. I'm going to create plenty of content because I'm just going to be living out the back of the car, basically. So I'm going to create a heap of content for you guys on what it's like cruising up the east coast, some of the spots that you find along the way. I've been to a couple of them before. Yep. Fantastic locations. So I'm going to bring you guys some of that. And yeah, the podcast will be coming from random spots. We tend to film Thursdays.
Yes.
So next Thursday, I will be, I don't know where yet, which is kind of cool.
So, Lockhart River?
Yes.
Is it about, would you say, like a moon's width away from where we are right now?
No, I wouldn't. Because Australia is...
Let's fact check this.
Australia is wider than the moon, but it's not longer than the moon. However, I'm pretty sure you can fit the UK and Queensland like 17 times or something like that.
Let's get a moon check then.
Okay. How many moons long
is Lockhart River away from here?
Lockhart? No, okay.
Lockhart.
Lockhardt, if you can spell. Anytime. But
That's exciting news.
it is exciting news. I'm quite excited for it. I think some of the content that can come out of there will be pretty cool. You guys will get to see some more of Australia. So for our American viewers, you will see some rogue spots. There'll be crocodiles. There'll be cassowaries. That's probably about it.
Something random to do with my random guessing knowledge, which isn't guessing if you know it.
Yes.
Cassowaries. Papua New Guinea's like one of their national animals.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd they get here then?
They're highly like in the tribes there. Cassowaries, they don't get touched. Like they're protected.
They're lethal things though.
Yeah.
Like they're big and they're fast and they're actually they're so aggressive that if you've got a shiny car and they see their reflection in the car, they'll attack the car because they think it's another cassowary.
Let's put a photo of cassowary.
Yeah, no, they're lethal bastards. Them things.
All right, I've got your answer.
Okay,
Here we go.
Tell us.
It's actually close. It's about 100 kilometres more to Lockhart River.
Than the width of the moon. So it's longer. So
Longer
it's about 1 moon away.
There we go. I'm going to drive the moon.
That's the title of the
That's
episode.
the title of the episode. Driving the moon.
Driving the moon.
Which is about 3,600 km.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it would be, wouldn't it?
So you're driving 3,600 k's to nowhere.
Basically, yeah.
Sounds like a great
I'm
idea.
going to have to drink 4X. That's the biggest tragedy. Moment of silence.
There goes that one.
Hold on. Don't want that stuff.
Yeah, don't drink that stuff.
We don't want that.
This week, which was also last week and the week before, in the news.
In the news, eh?
In the news.
What do you got for us in the news?
I'll tell you what I've got for you, mate. Hawaii. Ever been?
It's in America.
Hawk? Ever been?
No.
Me neither. So it's not going. This isn't going to affect us. But if you do like to holiday in Hawaii, strife, because the state has decided to implement a $25 tourist tax per person. Might I add, will be put into place at hotels, resorts, wherever you're staying, and the state estimates that they'll see, I think it was $68 million
in
revenue off that, because apparently tourists,
Yes.
they have a slightly damaging impact on the fragile ecosystem of Hawaii, allegedly.
So one of the most overweight countries are driving around damaging their own infrastructure, and now they're going to tax foreigners who are lighter than them.
Yes.
That cause less damage.
Yes.
Sounds like a very logical plan.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. Like, if I was just to go and I've got to pay $25 extra, sure, whatever, I wouldn't be going in the first place. But if I had to, $25 isn't going to kill me. But if you're...
But US?
Yeah, US, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But also, if you're a family of 6, if you're...
150 US.
Yeah.
On top. It's not cheap.
It's a reasonable increase,
Alright. Family of 6.
Yes.
We've got 150 US dollars to play with.
Yes.
So, what's that AU? How far can we get on a plane for 150 US dollars? 150
What's the
dollars?
conversion?
200
something dollars.
You could definitely get to Vietnam.
Yeah.
So what I'm presenting here, what I'm presenting here is how far can you get to just, bring a mate along. Like, you got your family trip, but you can bring a mate for free instead of going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's a good conversion.
See what you can find on it.
Alright, let's call it 225 AU. How far can we get?
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere. As long as it's not in America. But
Actually, speaking of flying,
flying.
got some more news for you, mate.
What's your news?
What is, when you're flying, what's something you don't see very much of?
Doors are normally shut, so normally I don't.
A lot of things you don't
see open doors.
Well, have you ever seen dogs, cats, gerbils, hamsters in the plane, not in the cargo hold?
No.
Virgin Australia are planning to allow exactly what I've just said. They have, the proposition is that they will allow small dogs, cats, basically small pets, to be allowed on the actual plane with the rest of the customers, which I think poses a lot of problems.
We can see the problems.
A lot of problems. You allergic to dogs?
No.
Allergic to dogs?
No.
What if you were?
Well, the good ticket that you paid good money for wouldn't be so good anymore.
Sit there sneezing.
Yeah.
Paid $100 and something, $200 and something, $300 and something to sit there and sneeze.
Bigger issue here.
Yes.
Let's put it in a situation here. So we're sitting slightly apart, middle seat here.
Yep.
We bring your anthill or our termite mound. Someone comes along, sits down. Oh no, I got termites in my pants. Ruin the termite home because it's built in.
I know they've got termites in their trousers on the plane.
Snail. Like we could see how this could go wrong.
Hermit crabs.
Oh yeah.
Hermit crabs would be a rogue one.
They move into like a Coke can.
I mean, people are scared of snakes and things like that. Imagine you take your snake on the plane.
Yeah, and bro, I'm with my snake.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about your trouser snake either, mate.
You can't discriminate. Yeah, if you're going to accept one animal, you're going to have to accept them all.
I'm surprised they don't do it already, to be honest with you. Actually, they do it already. They let pork on the plane.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, Pork, how far can we get?
You're not leaving Australia for 225.
Where can we go?
Where can we go? One way.
You can go Gold Coast.
Okay.
Tell me 170.
Okay.
Return.
Return?
Yeah.
Where's that one way?
I don't know, it's probably like Target.
How far can we get one way?
One way.
Yeah.
One way.
Well, actually, I was looking at flights from Sydney and from Cairns.
Yeah.
Back to Melbourne. And
Yeah.
I was seeing, on the cheaper end, there was about 140 from, to be honest, from either Cairns or.
Oh well, give us an international destination. Get us out of the
not
country.
leaving Australia.
One way above $200. Get us a trip because we only want to take them with us to prove our point. We're not going to bring them.
Yeah, we're not interested in.
That's their problem.
Yeah. But yeah, you can. So they're proposing that you can just take your pets on the plane. Which, if you're sitting there and there's a dog next to a cat next to a bird, that's trouble, isn't it? It screams trouble. Like that just can't end well.
Animal kingdom at its
I know. Literally food chain.
And then you've got the human being like, yeah, good idea.
Brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea.
But I don't know where you'd put it because you'd have to put it far enough away so that people with allergies wouldn't get affected, or you have to have something else on like your account with said airline that allows you to get put not next to the animal, because if you're allergic to them, you're in trouble.
If they do this, then I'm going to say I'm allergic to every animal.
And like the front of the plane or something like that.
Oh wait, it gets better. And I can't sit anywhere near babies.
Genius.
So, because I can't get near salty tears. And whinging.
Oh, well, speaking of babies, you're going to be sitting on the baby. Next to the baby.
Coming up in this episode, Pork sits on a baby.
You're not even cracking 250. You're getting about 290 to Bali. One way.
Oh,
And about
close enough.
It was 350 to
Auckland. It's a funny Auckland day. We're going to Auckland for
But even so, but basically,
for a couple of extra
you can
dollars.
get to Bali
Bring your mate.
for the same price that it costs a family of 6 just to pay the tax in Hawaii.
I'd rather have my mate with me.
So there is an internationalist recommendation. Top tip, we don't do consumer advice here, but we do consumer recommendations. And our consumer recommendation right here, right now...
Don't go to Bali.
No, well, yes, but don't go to Hawaii.
Or Bali.
No, don't go to Bali.
You may fracture your foot.
You might
somehow.
you may as well just go to Sydney. It's full of Australians.
Anyway.
Okay.
I think we're going to move on.
What news have you got for us this week, mate?
Well, I'm not suggesting that people go visit Sydney this week.
That's not your news.
No.
Okay.
My news, however, is Adobe, the PDF viewer that we know and love.
We do.
They're upgrading. They're expanding.
Mm-hmm.
They're now going to collect your data in partnership with Riyadh Air, and they're going to customize every single thing about your PDF and your flight experience. So you're going to be able to buy your ticket with Riyadh Air, and they're going to know what you like to eat, where you like to sit on the plane, how early you like to get to the airport, how you like your coffee. It's going to be a fully customised experience. No more check-in, no more waiting there. That's already going to be done. You don't bring baggage normally, that's okay. We'll give you a dynamic, cheaper ticket because we know you don't want to bring baggage.
I like it.
All through a PDF.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Maybe.
I think it's the complete opposite direction of what I think I said in episode 3 to do with Lufthansa.
Yeah.
Who have completely, basically removed all
customization.
Yeah, you know, you can't be gluten free and fly Lufthansa. You can't be vegan. You've just got to fly. They've taken everything out. They've gone for classic German precision and efficiency. And now you're saying Riyadh have come in and they've done the exact opposite of that.
Yep.
They've changed everything to be more customizable and more personalised for your experience. Interesting call.
It is, but I do have a bigger question here.
Mm.
So they've gone the way of trying to be as best for the customer, give them everything that they want. But we're talking about a country here who's now expanding their offerings as far as air travel.
Mm.
Do you think it's the right move to try be cheap, because Riyadh Air is a budget airline, but also offer the world at the same time? Like, do you not just see this being a recipe for failure?
I suppose. But also, you know, if you are, I guess, I don't want to say second-rate airline, but not one of the big names, I suppose you've got to do something to stick yourself out there, and this partnership could very well do that. I think because it offers a lot more, I guess, intimacy than the bigger airlines.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot more for your money, quite simply.
Yeah. No,
I think it could be a pretty interesting avenue. I wonder how far it goes. Like, I wonder up to what point you can personalise it. Like, it probably definitely take into account your foods.
I want to sit next to a dog.
Yeah. Can you...
A Virgin Adobe crossover.
Virgin Adobe
with Riyadh Air.
crossover.
Now, that's something that would pay to see. Now that our butler is kindly bringing water back.
Didn't get me any. I'll have some more water, thanks, mate.
We should move along to our newly titled segment.
We do. Got a great segment coming for you.
You know what would be really cool, but
what?
If it was introduced by the person who runs the segment.
Alright.
What's your segment?
What's your segment, mate?
We have a new segment.
No.
You don't say.
New name, new face, and everything.
Rebadged.
Porkopedia.
Porkopedia.
I like it.
I like it. Enlighten us as to what Porkopedia entails, please, mate.
So you'll be embarking on.
It's dynamic.
I'll be sharing these objects, pieces of countries, items, whatever
Yes.
it may be. You got to guess either. It might change, but you got to guess either which country produces the most of that item, or whatever it may be.
Yep.
Or what country has the most of that item or thing per capita.
Now, before we continue, do we have to...
Oh,
We
yesterday.
spoke about this before.
We had a segment yesterday that was absolutely brilliant.
We're going to clean it up because I believe this is part of the good 15 minutes.
Yes, and this will be uploaded at the Internationalist channel on this channel
On Wednesday.
on a Wednesday. So it won't be part of the main. It won't be part of the podcast like that we're doing now, but it will go up because it actually was a very interesting segment. He came out with some things that it baffled the world. It was nuts. Some of the answers that he got some spot on.
More
And they
importantly,
were so rogue.
More importantly, we're going to bring the score counter up now, and it's going to seem out of whack because you're starting a new game. It should be at 0-0. Hey.
Yes, but
we're not.
Yeah, yesterday's was far too good to leave out. So it is 3-2 your way currently. We won't spoil what the questions were.
Is
You're
it
gonna have to
3-2,
watch that on yourself. It was 3-2.
Or at heart, what does everyone know that the true score is?
So
We both got it, yeah.
yeah, we both got it.
But
So I think it was
3-1.
No, I got
4-2.
the first one.
4-2. 4-2.
We'll call it 4-2.
Sure.
Well, hold on, because if we're going to really pay back, we'll try and dig up the Vietnam one. Rubber.
Anyway,
Oh,
we can
true.
figure
No, that was
out.
episode 3.
Alright,
That was episode. Anyway, point is, the segment from yesterday's attempt at filming will be on the Internationalist channel next Wednesday.
Yep.
I want to say, what's that, 3rd?
Or maybe it already has come out because we'll do it logically and start at the low score and then build our way up.
Whichever.
We'll figure this out later.
It'll be a really interesting segment, some rogue as questions and answers. So
Now.
give that part a watch. But
Porkopedia.
well, can I have my water back, please?
And give us something to pedia.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, give us something to ponder.
Ponder.
you got to ponder over the highest producers of pork.
Oh, he's
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
I'm going to go straight down the guts here.
Yeah.
China.
Good
Purely,
question. Sorry, not a good question. It's a good.
I'm looking for, like, glare here.
I'm thinking. States. They've got space, mate.
Oh.
They've got space for days. A lot of pig farming. Yeah,
I think of them as beef cattle, but more. Like, you go down to Macca's, you get your, everything American. Beef, big patty, a lot of cow.
burger.
You go to China, sweet sour pork. Pork.
I'm just gonna go purely based on size. I'm gonna go the USA.
What do we got?
Did you say China?
Yes.
Okay. China.
Yeah.
Is it? Nice.
They have 49% of global
49. Wow.
Big, yeah.
That is big. What were the other?
Few pigs.
What were the other ones that were up there?
Well, the whole of the EU,
Yeah.
that's another 18%.
Just 18.
Yeah, and then the US is 11, and then Brazil.
49%.
I mean, technically, if you're going by country, the US is second.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I got a stat that I found here.
Mm.
Are there more pigs or people in China?
Good question.
Or are there more people who eat pigs? Find out in a minute. Whilst we...
49%'s not.
That's a lot of pigs.
That is a lot. Would you say the States was 11%?
Yeah. And there's
It's a big difference.
So pretty much half of all the pigs in the world live in China.
many more pigs.
How many pigs?
Oh wait, what's the population in China?
Like 1.5 billion.
Oh, it's not. Sorry.
I was going to say that's
Sorry.
a pig per person.
It's just under half.
750 million pigs.
Oh.
So no.
How many 1.2?
How many pigs are there?
It's like 500 million pigs.
A lot of pigs.
I'm going to dare say they can count their pigs, but they don't count their people. So, the 1.5 billion, they got caught. Did you see that, actually? The Chinese got caught out. They were doing their census right, and someone magically overcounted by a few hundred million.
How do you overcome by a few hundred million?
No, yeah, it wasn't just a few million. It was a few hundred million.
Well, I get, so we can't all count the best sometimes. Sometimes we might count 11 when there's actually 10. But
1, 2, skip a few 100 million.
Yeah, 1, 2, skip a few 99, 270 million.
Google, what's China's actual population? Because I was reading this thing the other day by, I think it was Wall Street Journal put it out, so half credible, that they think China's population, based on new data, has fallen below 1 billion people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that they've really miscounted on accident. Maybe not accident, to be fair. But, what do we got, Pork?
It's only 1.4
billion. Is the population in decline?
as of March 27.
It's 3 years away.
No. 2024.
Alright. Well,
So yesterday for us.
I'll refrain and find the news.
Well, it is with another one.
Yeah.
But
5 in 10. So when you see a pig, be thankful. It's not, if you're not in China, they're like,
yeah,
you're rare.
you're rare. You're a minority.
You are to guess the country with the percentage of the most obese people. Sorry.
Oh, no. This is a trick one.
Yeah.
It's one of those little islands. What do we got? No, it's not. There's American Samoa, Kiribati, Nauru. I think it's Nauru. I'm going to guess Nauru.
Smart.
You got it right.
Nauru? Yeah.
How do you know these random bits?
He thought he was going to get
I know he did.
some hack stuff like this.
Yeah, I thought I'd get you there.
How do you know? Why do you know that?
Because when Australia was doing offshore processing for our immigration, Nauru lost its title as the most obese place per capita because of the refugees bringing down the average.
Ah.
And so it made a headline, and then they realised, wait, we can't count them. So Nauru got the title back because the refugees didn't count as part of the population.
Easy.
That's how I know.
I don't understand. Bro, this bloke has the weirdest knowledge about things. You'll see on the video with this segment that got pulled from yesterday's attempted recording. But, Jesus, man. There were some outrageous ones.
What else do we have in top 4, actually?
You've got Palau,
Oh, that was what I was trying to think. Yeah.
Cook Islands,
Yeah. Marshall, not American Samoa. I misguided there. So I knew it was like those little
No, I
small
thought American Samoa was one of the ones that popped into my head straight away. And when you said it, I was like, he's going to be onto something here. I know he's going to be onto something.
He's on the vein.
So I just went for something that I thought, and that you then mentioned as well.
You know what I'm waiting for?
Yeah.
The day where we do this segment, and I get on a vein which is completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it as well. I'm waiting for the day where you go, I know this one, I've seen it, and you guess the wrong side of the world.
And I'm like,
it takes all of me not to smile.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Here's another one, Paul.
Alright.
Yeah. Give us one last one.
Oh, do you know what we should have called this segment? It's Porky's Bits.
Alright, well, nothing concrete yet. Nothing concrete yet.
Imagine that on a t-shirt. Porky's bits. And we just have bits of a pig spread out across it.
Just got his bits on a t-shirt.
The least overweight country by percentage.
Oh.
We're swinging the other way.
This doesn't make the headlines.
No.
Normally I don't read about the skinniest people.
Let's be real, we're thinking poorer countries.
Malnourishment is
Yeah.
key. A lack of food is key to being skinny
It is.
because you're in calorie deficit. What's the poorest country in the world? Maybe Yemen? They're pretty poor.
Somewhere like Ethiopia or something like that.
But they get food aid. We're in a country where it's not They're not getting the food aid pumped into them. We need to strategically think about the skinniest people in the world.
South Sudan.
Alright. Skinniest. Now, could I just ask, is this a misleading question where, is it skinniest based on what we think of skinny, or is it just like they're blatantly malnourished?
That's what the question is.
Alright, do you...
So it's not actually skinny, it's just the least amount of people who aren't.
Yeah.
There's the most amount of people who aren't overweight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think that the answer's misleading because they're not malnourished, this population?
It could be seen as misleading.
Yeah, alright. So I think it's that what this actually is fittest. And so it's going to be like a European population. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm following.
Because highest percentage of malnourished would be spot on. Would be like Africa, Yemen.
Yeah.
They're kind of hitting that area.
But the least amount of overweight people.
People are just going to search this up whilst they're all drinking. And they're going to be like, oh, these guys are idiots.
Thanks. What, is it that obvious? Oh, wait, least amount of overweight people means you've got to have the highest population.
No, it's per capita.
Oh, percentage.
Not about that.
So maybe it's a small population. Madagascar.
I'm going to stick with my original thought. Because I'm going to stick with my original thought of Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is 4.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
malnourished.
Yeah.
I'll tell you 4, 3, 2, 1. So it goes
Okay.
Ethiopia,
Mhm.
Bangladesh,
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Sudan.
India,
India was one of the ones I was thinking.
and then Vietnam.
Vietnam's number 1, is it? Doesn't make sense. I mean, we were there not long ago. I didn't see too many.
I didn't see many. Or in their younger generation,
Yeah, the younger generation was definitely a lot more.
you can see processed food sneaking in.
Yeah.
Not in calorie deficit. For any time soon.
It makes sense. I mean, we lost weight when we were there, and we drank a lot of beer.
Water. 24 waters.
We
a
do.
night.
We drank a lot of beers. But everything that, like the food that we were eating, was just so much cleaner than the food that we eat here normally.
100%.
So I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah,
I suppose that one makes sense.
I reckon that's a good porkopedia.
I reckon that is a good bit of Porky's bits.
Porky's bits. Bits of pork.
Paul, do you want to give us
some thoughts?
Give us one more. What sort of time frame are we looking at here?
We're at
33.
All right, last one,
Yeah,
and then we'll
give it another one, and then
we got some exciting shit.
Alright.
we do.
We're looking for the longest street in the world. Street. Not highway.
Country that it's in.
Yeah, the country that not the
Longest street.
It's going to be some rogue like France.
Well, I'm just thinking because like here we have like a street, but like it can be the same street, but it changes name.
What about like
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm thinking.
what about like the states though? Because New York's got like 92nd, and that just goes like the whole way, doesn't it? Like you get like East 92nd. Is that
country,
the
yeah.
same thing?
Do you want the name of the street?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it can like
It better not be Main Street.
No, it's not. It's Young Street.
Young Street.
Y-O-N-G-E.
Young.
Whatever you say.
He's struggling here.
No, it still could be.
It could be in New
It
Zealand.
still could be. New Zealand, a good shout.
Auckland.
New
Yeah, with Auckland.
I know New Zealand has the steepest street.
Yeah, I watched that.
Of course, yeah.
I haven't been on this Wikipedia page, but I've never been on longest streets.
The states jumps to my head straight away because of exactly that, like East 92nd and things like that, and they just run through the entire city,
But that's a highway,
and they're long.
Yeah.
not a street.
Alright. Long country, Russia.
I
Yes.
think the Pacific Highway is up there for highway. Not a street.
Australia. Australia 1. A1 is the longest highway in the world.
Continuous.
Yes. Fact check that. You can fact check that if you want.
To be honest, I haven't got a clue.
I'm just going to go with China because, like,
long streets. Big country. And that's why I'm thinking America, because it's big. There's opportunities for long streets there.
Yeah.
So, for the second time today, Millsy's guessed China.
It's going to be a China v America battle again.
Alright, well, neither of you.
What is it?
Canada. It's in Toronto.
How long is this street?
56 kilometres.
Pretty long straight.
I wonder what the street numbers go up to. Like, hey, I live at 100,000 Young Street.
Young
Young Street. Sorry, guys, I'm at 4 at the moment.
My street number used to be 1986.
1,986.
Yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
I guess
That's a main street, some would say.
road.
Main road? What is it now? Well, you said it used to be 1986.
It's still 19. I'm not going to... Yeah, it's still the same address.
I'm so confused right now.
No, I used to live there, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, so I used to live at 400 Green Street. Right?
Yeah.
And it's still called 400 Green Street.
That's what he was saying.
I'm just saying that I used to live at an address with a big number.
I didn't. I never have. My last 3 houses have been 3, 3, and then 6.
One was 2, 85, 176. Yeah, I've never cracked. Oh, actually 790.
And now I'm 91. But I'm Unit 2. Yeah.
Lucky you're not Unit 1. So, on that beautiful segment wrap up.
I think on that terrible disappointment for everyone involved, that fantastic segment of street numbers,
Yes.
we just want to again say thank you for the support on the podcast so
big
far. It has
thank you.
been absolutely brilliant. Please keep putting it out there.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All the fun stuff.
5 stars.
Absolutely.
Do everything.
Yeah. Subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us on the Instagram and the TikTok.
Watch us on Rumble.
Yeah.
Download us offline for later viewing. Because that's how much you enjoy watching us.
Exactly that. There will be another episode coming to you next week.
Do we tell them about the surprise?
No.
We're not going to tell them.
No, not yet.
You're gonna have to wait till another week.
There's a surprise coming soon.
Big surprise.
Monstrous surprise.
Depends. Because it might not be that much depending on how much of it you already have.
I suppose so. I suppose it's all relative here, isn't
A
it?
relative monstrous surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A potentially monstrous surprise.
And on that bombshell,
It is time to end. Thank you very much. See you later.